Hi everyone, welcome to Wordy Tales. Today's story uncovers a silent habit that often holds people back, without them even noticing. And as we go along, we'll also pick up some useful English vocabulary and real-life phrases. So, stay tuned till the very end. In a peaceful little town, there lived a boy named David. He was bright, hardworking, and filled with ambition. He dreamed of becoming the best student, learning new skills, and building a strong future, but there was one thing standing in his way, and he didn't even realize it. David talked too much. Whenever he learned something new or made a plan, he'd rush to tell everyone. Friends, family, even teachers, they all knew about his goals, dreams, and sometimes even his deepest thoughts. He believed sharing his ideas would push him to stay committed. He also loved the praise he got in return. But despite all the talk, the results didn't match. His exam scores were just average. And the more he shared, the less motivated he felt. Some classmates even began to tease him, feeling frustrated. David visited his grandfather one weekend. But even there, his mind was full of worry. Seeing him unusually quiet, his grandfather asked, "What's troubling you, son?" David replied, "I tell everyone about what I want to achieve, but nothing's really working. And now I feel like I'm losing interest in those goals too." His grandfather paused for a moment, then said gently, "That's exactly the problem. When you speak too soon about your dreams, they start to lose their energy." David was confused. "Really?" His grandfather nodded, and began sharing a story from his youth. There was once a man named Thomas in a nearby village. He was poor, but full of determination. His dream was to build a thriving farm and live a peaceful life. He worked every single day, saving money, learning skills, improving little by little. But he had one rule: he never talked about his goals. When neighbors asked why he was always so busy, he simply smiled and said, "You'll understand one day." Over the years, he bought land, grew crops, made profits, and eventually built a beautiful farm and a warm home. When people asked how he did it, he said, "Because I stayed quiet." Talking too much invites doubt and drains your drive. Words are like arrows, once released, they can't be taken back. I let my results do the talking. Hearing this, something clicked in David's mind. His grandfather continued, "Not everyone who hears your dreams will support you. Some will discourage you, some will envy you. And when you speak too much, your brain feels like you've already achieved it, so it stops pushing you to work." David nodded slowly. "Grandpa, what should I do now?" His grandfather smiled. "From today, don't announce your plans. Focus on action. Let your achievements speak louder than any words. Remember, there's great power in silence." That conversation changed David. He stopped sharing his ideas with everyone. He focused more, studied harder, avoided distractions, and worked in silence. Months went by, and something amazing happened. David's confidence grew. He became more consistent. He stopped caring about what others thought. And when exam results came out, David was ranked first in his entire school. Everyone was stunned. His friends asked, "How did you do it?" David smiled quietly and remembered his grandfather's advice. Let your silence be your strength. Let your work be your voice. Years later, David became a successful business owner. His story inspired many others. He proved that success isn't about speaking, it's about doing. And sometimes, the loudest voice is silence. Whether you're an extrovert or an introvert, your personality doesn't define your success. What matters is how much you act versus how much you talk. You don't need to announce everything. Keep your goals close until they're real. Because talking about success can create fake satisfaction, and that feeling steals your motivation to build quietly, work consistently. And when it's time, the world will see your results. If this story inspired you, hit that like button and drop a comment below. We'll be back with more powerful stories soon.